Last week, we talked about the red flag. Where exactly is the red flag? Here is the red flag. Why is it a red flag? Because this is a change of character bar with an increasing of the supply. We also discussed we need to seek for the confirmation. Having a change of character bar is not enough. It serves as a red flag. We also talk about the confirmation will be a break below the low of this bar. As long as we got a bearish bar coming below the low of this bar, which is somewhere around 4553 or 4550, then we'll have a pullback. This bar actually kickstart a pullback. This is a bar break below the low of this change of character bar. That bar here serves as the confirmation. And if we look at the volume, it comes with also increasing of the supply right here, although in terms of the supply is similar or slightly lower than the previous bar, but is still considered high volume. Subsequently, we got to follow through to the downside for the next 3 bars, and especially on this bar here. This is Friday. Last Friday, we got to attempt to rally, but it just failed, closed near the low. Despite having this pullback, it's still yet to touch this axis level. The axis line that I drawn up here is about 4480. And not only that, we need to treat this as a zone. This is a support zone somewhere around 4430 or 40 and all the way to about 4480. This is the next support zone, which it should test this zone. And first, because we got an increase of the supply right here with this downswing, and we need to see a test of the swing. So far, we only have one rally that's happened yesterday. So let's take a look at where the rally stopped. Although this looks like quite a solid rally and it closed near the high and volume is normal, not that extreme, but look at where it stopped. Let's dive into the hourly chart. If we pay attention to this hourly chart, what stands out? I would say this too. We got really long bearish bar and also this too here. Long bearish bar right here. If we take a look yesterday price action, it actually stalled right at this supply zone. This is where the supply spike with bearish spread and it stopped there. Failed to come in above and also maintain it above. During the non-RTH, US market is yet to open. We got another swing down. Comes with slight increase of the volume if compared to the past during the non-regular trading hours, slightly more. In order for it to violate the swing, then we need to see a commitment below. It means that I need to take out the low. As long as we got a breakdown here coming below, then likely is going to test this zone. It's crucial to see how the test will come. Whether we'll have this kind of the lower low test, this is a low. If we have this kind of the lower low test with decreasing of the supply, that is a good sign. Likely we'll get here. If the supply keep increasing, and then the spread keep increasing as well, then this axis zone will not hold up well. And in fact, it's likely going to go down to test somewhere around here. This is the next support zone. First level, we got a zone right here about 48 to 3480. And if it breaks down, likely it's going to go down to have a test of 4300, fill the gap, and this will consider a major pullback. So far, because this sort of the supply is not that excessive yet, this level of support could be enough. Eventually, the market need to prove to us. And another scenario is that suddenly that we'll have some sort of the positive news, then we'll have a reversal up from here. and then we have a high-low test, but I doubt that because yesterday bar already shows that it stalled right at the supply zone. Unless it could keep rallying up and have another pullback from a higher low, this is the most bullish pullback that we could ever expect. Otherwise, I still expect a lower low test before we see another change of character, consolidation, and then move up from here. Overall, the trend is still up. This is still uptrend, right? No doubt about that. It's still an uptrend within an up channel. Whether it's just break down below and then going down to test here, it's still an uptrend. And even under the worst case, the meaningful pullback just kickstart, go all the way to 4,300. If it can bounce off from here, it's still considered a very established uptrend. Follow the trend and don't be too bearish because this is after extensive run up. We got a very extensive run up here, consolidation, another run up here. This is where we see the minor retracement or pullback still unfolding at the moment. And in fact, if we compare the swing, it's only slightly more than the previous swing right here. And in terms of supply, slightly more as well. So far, it's still not that threatening yet. Anyway, short term, I still expect to get a lower low test into the region 4430 and to here, and then to bounce out from here. That's S&P 500. This is still an pullback. Next, let's take a look at the Nasdaq. In terms of Nasdaq, we discussed that last week. We talked about the change of character bar, 1, 2. I said that this is very obvious in the Nasdaq because we got two outstanding volumes, this bar, and also this bar as well. There is quite a lot of the selling in Nasdaq. Although in terms of the results, it still shows relatively resilient and it did not tank below. It's still coming back here to test. Let's see if it could hold up within this area. We got something like this. Maybe it could just do a spring and then come back up. Otherwise, another meaningful support level could be somewhere around here. This is where we see the acceleration to the upside happen. Somewhere around 14,500. That should be the level. That's the zone. In terms of Russell, if we compare the volume level, this is relatively bullish. There is quite a lot of the increase of the supply if we compare to the relative term increase of the supply. In terms of the Russell, we see that supply has been decreasing even with this kind of the pullback. This is low supply level. This is a good sign for Russell 2000. In terms of this major support level, that's going back to test this access level. This is a meaningful level, 1920. First is just have a breakout, come back to have a test. Now it's probably going down to have a test of this access level. Trading as a zone, 1900 to about 1920. That's Russell 2000. Still looking good so far, but short term definitely is pullback. And in terms of Dow Jones, it looks attractive in terms of the overall structure because this is a breakout, center strong rally, and it's a pullback. A flag type of the structure. We need to see where will it stop. Whether it's this obvious level, 34,800, or slightly lower. Okay. Or even stop here where come back to test this breakout bar. If you want to catch my latest videos, click on the subscribe button and the bell right now so that you get instant notification once I upload my latest video. If you want to check out my online courses, go to tradeprecise.com to find out how to profit consistently from any market without using complex indicator or understanding any financial statement, no matter you are trading or investing.